Hi there, this is Tony Courtney, and this is a piece on mentorship. Now, the most successful leaders I know have a real curiosity and a real love for learning. And through this love of... Hi there, this is Tony Courtney speaking, and this is a piece on mentorship. The most successful leaders I know are really curious and they have a love of learning. They want to become more self-aware. They want to understand and know how they can lead others better. They want to make an even bigger difference and they want to achieve really great results. And one way of fueling our love of learning and growth is through mentorship. I'm wondering, have you got a mentor at the moment? And if you do, what value are you getting from that opportunity? I work with lots of leaders who, for a variety of reasons, don't have a mentor. And I always think it's a bit of a lost opportunity for them. A mentor can be a great way of tapping into the experience and the wisdom that you need to help you grow and to help you accelerate your leadership development. It's got to be a good relationship though, and it's got to be a constructive relationship. So I've spent some time this afternoon preparing for my session with my mentor tomorrow. I've got a long list of things that I need help with and I need advice on. I've got some questions to ask. And what I find is that the more prepped that I am, the more value that I get from my mentoring sessions. For me, my mentor has been a shortcut in helping me do more of the right things, which saves me time, and I really value that. So in looking for my mentor, there were a couple of key criteria that I had that I'd love to share with you. And they're in the criteria in the sort of format of questions. So the first question I asked was, who is this person? Who are they as a person? So with my mentor, she's exceedingly kind and generous. And that's an exact match for how I want to show up and how I want to lead within my business. So the lens through which her support and advice comes from really aligns with what I care about and what I think is really important. So the mentoring relationship has to be a value exchange. And when there's a values match, that value exchange can just become a whole lot easier. The second criteria and the second question that I asked was, what have they done? What has she done? I know that my mentor has been through all of the challenges that I'm currently facing. So she really gets it. She's streets ahead in her business and she walks her talk. So I know that the advice that I'm getting is through her tried results. She and I have really different strengths too. So I appreciate the difference in how she thinks. I appreciate the difference in how she approaches things, and all of those challenge my thinking that can kind of help reshape or reframe what I now decide I'm going to be prepared to do, because it's different. And in the difference is value, and it's the way that I know I'm really leveraging the value that I can get from our relationship. So I think both of these criteria, who are you and what have you done, are really important to be able to make sure that there's a really good match to your mentor. And I think the other thing to be really clear about is knowing what you need from your mentor and have them know and understand that, so you both know how you need to work together so that you can be really successful together. If you don't have a mentor, then have a think about, who in your organization or who in your industry or who in your professional or personal network that you might know of that might be a good fit for you. Or maybe there's someone that you know that knows somebody else that can be a good fit for you. Oftentimes when I'm asking leaders, well, why haven't you got a mentor? I hear a range of things, but oftentimes there are excuses for, look, I know that person's really busy, or, that person's a bit senior, or I'm not quite sure. For whatever reason it is, there's a little bit of fear that sits behind them at least asking. And I always say, if you don't ask, you don't know if it's going to be a yes or a no. And what's the worst thing that can happen? That person doesn't say no for, a really good reason, which is all okay. And I find that the clearer that you are in what you want, and the enthusiasm and the thirst for learning that you can show to a potential mentor, the more likely they are to want to reach out and want to help you. And oftentimes these people are looking to be able to give value back because they've been on the journey already. So good luck in finding your new future mentor. And I'm trusting that this might have also given you some things to think about for how you can better leverage the relationship that you have with a mentor, or if you have one already. So I'm trusting that this helps. Cheers.